Taylor Swift has never merely released content, she drops cultural events, shared experiences, and global moments that instantly freeze the internet in place. But on Tuesday morning, she did something even her most veteran Swifties weren't prepared for. She surprised the world with the official trailer for the upcoming Eras Tour extended theatrical release, featuring, for the very first time, the complete Tortured Poets department set. Within minutes, timelines combusted, group chats erupted, and Swift Talk went into a collective meltdown. The trailer is only 2 minutes and 41 seconds long. Of course she chose numbers with symbolism, but it delivers enough imagery, emotion, and narrative power to send fans spiraling for months. This feature takes you inside the cinematic reveal, breaking down the trailer scene by scene, exploring the themes, dissecting the symbolism, and capturing the electrifying cultural aftershock. Settle in. This is a deep dive worthy of Taylor's latest era of myth-making. 1 Chapter 1. The trailer drop. A moment the internet wasn't ready for. It began with a notification. No teaser, no countdown, no cryptic Instagram story of a typewriter, a teacup, or a shadowy silhouette of a poet with a broken quill. Just a sudden post. This is for all you poets. See you in the theaters. Taylor Swift. And attached, the trailer. Within seconds, Swift's post reached millions, but the viewing experience felt deeply personal, like a secret being softly placed in your hands. The trailer opens with a slow pan over an empty stage, the curtains drawn in dim white light. An old-fashioned typewriter sits center frame. A single sheet of paper reads. Chapter 12. The Eras continue. A piano chord echoes, minimal, haunting, unmistakably Jack Antonoff coded. And then, cut to Taylor Swift standing in the middle of the Tortured Poets department set. Wearing the iconic white satin corset and chiffon sleeves, she looks ethereal and devastating, like a ghost who still hasn't forgiven the living. The internet detonates. 1 Chapter 2. A scene-by-scene breakdown of the trailer. New Moon Scene 1. The Whispering Typewriter. The keys begin typing themselves. My scars have stories. This is one of them. Fans immediately spot Easter eggs. The typewriter is the same model from the Fortnight music video. The lighting matches the album's black and white promotional aesthetic. The phrase echoes the TTPD prologue, where Swift wrote about cataloging heartache. Fire Scene 2. Transition into Fortnight. As the trailer shifts, the opening beat of Fortnight thunders, but it's a live version with extended drums and new harmonies. Taylor stands in front of a towering backdrop of shifting grayscale imagery, broken columns, scribbled poems, flickering silhouettes, and the now iconic cracked marble heart. We get flashes of the dancers in their dystopian poet uniforms. The chaotic choreography with scattered papers swirling like a storm. Taylor dramatically writing on a massive scroll mid-performance. Swifties pause, rewind, and cry. Heartbreak Scene 3. The smallest man who ever lived. Instant chills. The scene cuts to Taylor stomping down the narrow runway in her black military-style coat, boots echoing with every step. The camera angles are cinematic, low, dramatic, and furious, giving the performance the aesthetic of a revenge opera. Taylor's eyes burn with theatrical rage. The orchestra swells behind her. This is the performance fans witnessed live yet feel like they're seeing again for the very first time. Fountain Pen Scene 4. So Long, London. The next transition softens, the lights dim, casting Taylor in a cold, blue spotlight. She sits at the piano. The crowd's roar hushes into a hush that only the Eras Tour can conjure. The footage captures tears glimmering in her eyes. A soft smile as she glances at the audience. An almost whispered version of the bridge. The moment feels intimate enough to break your heart, even through a screen. Collision Scene 5. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. The fan favorite. The trailer captures the exact moment the dancers force a devastated, mascara-smudged Taylor into her showgirl persona. The editing is spectacular, sharp cuts sync to the heartbeat-like beat of the song. We see the infamous, cracked smile. The breathless shuffle dance. The costume's shimmering Art Deco detailing. A montage flashes. Taylor performing, collapsing behind the curtain, then being pulled back on stage again. It's the duality of performer versus person, the core thesis of the entire era. Fog Scene 6. The Monologue. A new voiceover from Taylor plays. Every story I've written begins with a wound. But wounds can become wisdom. And wisdom can become art. Fans instantly realize. This is original narration. Written for the film. Cue global meltdown. Glowing Star Scene 7. The final reveal. The screen fades to black. Then, Taylor Swift. The Eras Tour, the Tortured Poets edition. In theaters worldwide. A final shot of Taylor standing in a storm of falling paper ends the trailer. She looks victorious, unbreakable, transformed. 1 Chapter 3. How fans reacted, the internet's emotional collapse. Within minutes of the drop, #TTD set was trending #1 globally. The trailer hit 20 million views in 2 hours. Movie pre-sales skyrocketed. Fans declared this the Swift Cinematic Universe era. TikTok became an avalanche of screaming reaction videos, frame-by-frame breakdowns, conspiracy theories about hidden messages, edits comparing the performances to Greek tragedies. One fan wrote, "Taylor didn't drop a trailer, she entered her film director era." Another posted, "This is not a concert movie. This is a historical document." A third simply said, "She's insane and I love her." 1 Chapter 4. Why This Era Matters, a thematic autopsy of the Tortured Poets Department. The Tortured Poets Department is arguably Taylor's most literary, introspective, psychologically revealing work to date. Themes of heartbreak, grief, performance pressure, identity collapse, and rebirth run throughout the album, and the trailer visualizes all of it. Round Pushpin Theme 1. Art is Survival. The typewriter symbolizes creation as a coping mechanism. Pain becomes poetry. Poetry becomes sanctuary. Round Pushpin Theme 2. The Public versus the Private Self. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, is the emotional thesis, and the film highlights it as such. She's performing joy while drowning internally, and the movie makes it impossible to ignore the duality. Round Pushpin Theme 3. Female Rage is Expression. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, is the moment Taylor allows rage to be theatrical instead of silent. Round Pushpin Theme 4. Healing Through Storytelling. In the narration clip, she reframes scars as stories, not sorrows. 1 Chapter 5. The Cinematic Evolution of Taylor Swift. The trailer confirms it. This is easily Taylor's most ambitious concert film. Film frames a film with a narrative arc. Unlike the previous era's tour cut, this one follows a thematic structure, adds narrative voiceover, organizes visuals as chapters, treats each era like a short film. Movie camera upgraded camera work. We see drone shots, 360-degree sweeps, extreme close-ups of emotional moments, high frame rate slow motion. It looks theatrical, nearly operatic. Film projector, a director in her own right. Fans note the influence of folklore. The Long Pond studio sessions. The short film, all too well 10-minute version. Her music videos during the Midnight's era. It feels like the culmination of everything she's learned in storytelling. 1 Chapter 6. What to expect from the full movie. Based on the trailer, fans anticipate Flower Petal 1. Additional tracks from TTPD not shown yet. Possibly. But Daddy I Love Him. Florida. Down Bad. Clara Bow. Flower Petal 2. A raw behind-the-scenes montage. There are glimpses in the trailer of Taylor backstage crying, dancers supporting her, her laughing between sets. Flower Petal 3. A full emotional journey rather than just a concert. Flower Petal 4. Major surprise cameos. Speculation includes Jack Antonoff, Post Malone, Florence Welch. Flower Petal 5. An extended ending unique to the film. 1 Chapter 7. The Cultural Impact. Why this trailer is a world event. Taylor Swift has reached a rare cultural tier where every release becomes news, every visual becomes a meme, every lyric becomes a quote, every performance becomes a ritual. The TTPD set was already iconic, but committing it to film immortalizes the era. And Swift knows exactly what she's doing. This isn't just a trailer. It's a monument, a preservation of an era that defined a generation. 1 Chapter 8. The Final Verdict, a masterpiece in the making. Taylor Swift's trailer for the new era's tour film featuring the full Tortured Poets Department set is